Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today I'm thrilled to introduce you guys to a new addition to la Collection Serpent, the snake collection named See My Love. Yes, we finally got a new addition to la Collection Serpent, the snake collection, which is See My Love. Now, this one was initially introduced in an immersive event in Milan about a year ago and is now finally here in my hands. So I'm very excited to kind of go over this scent and tell you guys about its life cycle and the way it smells like. All right, so here's the box, and I love how the skin of the snake kind of changes under the lights. Very cool. This is the sleeve of the box actually, so this will come off. This is the back of it. And there you have See My Love. All right, so this one comes off like this. And here you got the actual box, and it's kind of bright here, but here it says Stephane Humbert Lucas, Paris. And again, I would definitely suggest you guys to get on my Instagram and check out the unboxing of this bottle, because it's too bright here and it will just not look as good. There you go. It's too dark or it's too bright, I don't know. There it is. I just need something white that reflects on that plaque, which I don't have. But very cool. It has this very deep blue kind of a color outside representing the ocean. All right, so let's spray this and see what we get. See My Love is inspired by the deep ocean and its mysteries, featuring the sea serpent as its guardian. See My Love is a fragrance that embodies strength, light, and sophistication, capturing the essence of the sea with notes of skin leather, animal sugar, jasmine oxygen, salty mandarin, and musky amber. These combinations of new notes make See My Love a very unique marine scent that the perfumiverse has never experienced before. I know that when a new fragrance hits the market, many people will immediately compare it to existing ones and downplay its uniqueness. Now, it is understandable, especially for the fragrance enthusiasts with years of experience, that everything today is a blend of familiar elements, much like music that borrows from past melodies due to the endless chord possibilities. Similarly, in perfumery, creating something completely new or with unheard of melodies is very rare. However, in See My Love, the approach and structure for a marine scent are truly unique and exotic. All right, so before we spray See My Love, let's talk about the notes that we have here. Top notes we have mandarin and salt. Middle notes we have leather, jasmine, and marine notes. And in base, finally, we have amber quartz, synthetic musk, patchouli, and benzoin, a combination of a bunch of very contrasting and interesting exotic notes. All right, so let's spray this and see what we get. So I had See My Love for over 2 weeks right now, and I've been spraying this a lot on my skin and also on paper to kind of be able to tell its performance and longevity. And I also wanted to find out how it reacts differently on skin than it does on paper, like its life cycle. And I have to say that See My Love definitely doesn't do justice on paper, and it's one of those fragrances that you definitely have to spray it on your skin to get its true personality. It just reacts different on your skin and has a different life cycle. Also, what was so interesting to me that I noticed that Stephane Humbert Lucas never done a marine fragrance before. So this is his first marine scent. But it was so interesting to me because I was thinking if I would have had my eyes closed and somebody would have brought this close to my nose, I would be able to tell right away that this is Stephane Humbert Lucas because it has his signature scent written all over it. That usage of benzoin screams Stephane Humbert Lucas. It's just very smoothly done, and it just has something about it that you can definitely tell it's Stephane Humbert Lucas. Now, initially, what I get on paper and also on my skin when I spray this, I get that beautiful, powerful, fresh breeze of ocean that hits you right away. And then it has a sweetness to it that's very mass pleasing. But it's just very smooth and it's very well rounded. But there's something about it that makes it very exotic and also makes you definitely think that this is definitely not going to be just a oceanic kind of a scent, that there's much more to it because it has a depth to it. Now, again, as I mentioned, See My Love opens up fresh but yet sweet. The mandarin contributes a bright citrusy and slightly sweet aroma with hints of freshness, but there is this seaside or oceanic vibe about it, which must be the salt in here that kind of does that. It gives off this sophisticated blend that balances citrusy brightness and sweetness of mandarin with subtle marine-like saltiness. Now, this combination can evoke images of sun-kissed shores or Mediterranean breezes, offering a refreshing and uplifting, powerful olfactory experience. What makes this scent intriguing is its fresh opening reminiscent of a breeze from the ocean, imparting a minty muskiness. As leather subtly emerges, it blends with these fresh notes, creating a unique olfactory experience. Yeah, I remember when I had this on my skin, after a few minutes, what I noticed that this is not your typical marine scent. It is very sensual and exotic. The marine notes come through as leather subtly emerges, creating a uniquely sexy, sun-kissed, fresh, sweet, yet sensual aura akin to a second skin. Yeah, while the mandarin note persists throughout the scent's life cycle, it shifts from a citrusy mandarin to a fruity floral chord by the midlife thanks to jasmine oxygen. It blends fruity notes with white floral and marine undertones while retaining its sweetness. Initially citrusy and sweet, it evolves into a complex blend of fruity, white floral, musky, salty, and leathery notes. Also, what I noticed on skin, which was really interesting, which I really made me actually fall in love with this scent, is this very exotic humidity or sweatiness, which makes it incredibly sexy, almost like a second skin. When I first smelled it, I thought, this is what makes See My Love an aphrodisiac. You can definitely say it has some animalic facets due to the generous dose of leather mixed with salt and musk. Now, as the fragrance dries down on your skin, it creates this warmth and depth due to ambercord, patchouli, and benzoin, which create this warm resinous and slightly sweet base. Ambercord adds a golden powdered sweetness, while patchouli contributes earthiness and benzoin enhances with a vanilla-like sweetness. Now, one thing that was very interesting to me was the synthetic musk, which enhances the sensuality of See My Love, adding a second skin musky undertone that can be smooth and velvety. But also, it almost gives off this ambergris kind of a feel to See My Love. And I think that's because of salt and musk mixed together. It almost gives off this kind of an ambergris after effect on the dry down, which makes it very sensual and velvety. Very interesting. The leather and marine notes add contrasting facets, which also makes it very unusual for the structure of See My Love. Leather brings a rugged masculine and animalic edge, while marine notes provide a fresh and aquatic quality reminiscent of the sea. Now, the jasmine note adds a floral sweetness and complexity, while mandarin contributes a bright and citrusy freshness. Salt notes enhances the marine accord, adding a salty, slightly mineral-like aspect that evokes a seaside atmosphere. Now, as far as the performance and longevity goes, it does between 7 to 8 hours, and that's due to leather and the musky notes in here. And what's so interesting about it is the fact that the salt and the musk and the leather create almost this ambergris kind of a dry down. It gives it this sensual, velvety kind of a dry down, which creates this aphrodisiac, which makes it very sexy and exotic. And I think that's why I've been getting a lot of compliments with this, because a lot of people tend to kind of like that kind of a smell, the second skin kind of a smell, which creates this kind of a very sexual smell on your body, which a lot of people are drawn to that. So this one definitely has that, and even though I'm not a fresh kind of a guy, like I don't like fresh fragrances, but this one has a very unique structure to it, which made me really love this one. All right, you guys, so this was my comprehensive detailed review of See My Love, the new addition to the Snake collection by Stephane Humbert Lucas. I hope this one was enough for you guys to kind of get an idea what this one smells like before it even hits the market. And that's it, you guys. That's all I have. Thank you so much, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon with another video, and bye.